Hey, what's up everybody? This is JJ Birden, America's #1 opportunity trainer, and we are back with a new coaching point. We're up to coaching point number 49. And this is one of my favorite ones, and that's why I wanted to share this as we're starting a new year. It's 2018, and of course this point can be used anytime. It's not just at the beginning of the year, but I just was thinking about it because I see so many people out there right now setting goals. I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna crush this goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. We should set goals. When you have a goal, you have something that keeps you on purpose, keeps you focused every single day, something you're moving towards. And to go out your life, if you're an achiever, I'm assuming you're a high achiever aiming for it. If you don't have a goal, it's like taking a bow and arrow and just shooting it and not even having a target, not having something you're aiming for, or like the bullseye. You gotta have something you're shooting for. So I think goals are great. The one thing I see people do sometimes is they're so focused on the goal that they never create the strategies or the plan they're going to follow to achieve the goal. So they don't even really give themselves a true opportunity for success. So I'm going to share with you on this coaching point something that I've used my whole life. High school, college, pro, post-NFL career. I've always used this, and I really didn't give it a name, sort of give it a formula, until I wrote my book, When Opportunity Knocks, 8 Surefire Ways to Take Advantage. And I actually dedicated one of the chapters talking about this concept. It's a very simple concept. It's not rocket science, but it's worked for me. It's when you have a goal, you got to create the plan. You want to review the plan, and then you execute the plan. I know, pretty simple, but it's something still people struggle with. But for me, that formula has been successful. And I want to share one of the stories I highlight in my book where I use this effectively. So let me take you back to 1991 when I was with the Kansas City Chiefs. It was my fourth year in the NFL, my second year with the Kansas City Chiefs, and during that first season in 1990, I had a pretty good year for my first year there. Caught some long touchdown passes, didn't have a lot of receptions, but I was able to use my speed, make some big plays. So going into 1991, I figured we're just naturally going to build off of this. They're going to play me more, and I'm going to have a big, big year. So I had a great offseason. I had a great training camp. But when the season started, I noticed I wasn't playing very much. Week 1, I hardly even played. Week 2, Week 3, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Now, first, let me tell you, this is what I did not do. Because sometimes when people are in a situation when it's not going their way, it's not working out the way they expect it, what do? They start complaining. They start whining. They start making excuses. They start pointing the finger, blaming the man, blaming whoever. They make all these excuses. Now, I didn't do that because I realized I'm in the NFL. I'm here. I have an opportunity. Somehow I've got to figure out how to get on that field. So here was the plan. I created the plan. Here's the plan. I'm going to come to practice, come to work every single day with the right positive attitude. I'm going to prepare well, and every day I'm on the practice field, I'm going to practice like it's my game day. Like it's my game day. Because one, by doing this, I'm going to be helping out my teammates, because it's a team sport. And the better I play, it's going to help the defense. It'll help the quarterbacks and so forth. But I also realized, too, as a player, every day after practice, we watch the practice film. All my teammates are in the room. They're watching the practice field. And I said, I'm going to make big play after big play in practice. I want my team members to see me doing that. And then when we go home, the coaches review the practice film. And they're a little bit more candid, because we're not there. I want them to see me making big play after big play. I want them talking about me in that meeting. I want to force them to play me. They're going to have to put me on the field. So that was the plan. Then it was time to review the plan. And I always encourage people, when you put a plan together, review it with someone else. Review it with the mentor, someone who's already had success, someone who's already walked the road you're traveling. Because it never hurts to have another set of eyes looking at your plan. And I remember I went to Tony Dungy. You know Tony Dungy, one of the famous NFL coaches. He's a commentator, an author, has achieved a lot of great things. I said, Tony, here's my plan. What do you think? Tony said, JJ, that's a great plan. But let me add this. The best ability a player can have is availability. He said, take care of your body. I know what he was saying because football is a physical sport. You watch the games, guys are always getting hurt. So what can I do to try to prevent some of those injuries? You know, watch my nutrition, work out, stretch, get my treatment, get my rest. So that was part of the plan, take care of my body. And then the last part was execute the plan. Now this is where a lot of people struggle because anyone can create a plan. They can review the plan, but it's the high achievers that can really execute the plan. This is what separates the high achievers to the average person, the pros from the amateurs, the talkers from the producers, because there's going to be challenges and struggles along the way. It's not going to be easy. So you're going to be tested on how bad you really want it. So no matter what, you've got to find a way to execute the plan. So there you go. I started doing it. Week 4, came to practice, right attitude, running around practice, making big catches. Week 5, week 6, week 7, doing the same thing. Nobody's saying anything, but I keep going. Week 8, week 9, week 10, I'm still going. Nobody's noticed. I'm like, but you know what? I reminded myself, success is an endurance race. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. You just stick with your plan. Week 11, week 12, week 13. I'm hearing a little something from the players. People are starting to notice. 14, 15, 16, week 17, the last week of the season. Coach Al Saunders, who is our wide receiver coach, he comes up to me at the beginning of the week. JJ, we have decided that we're going to play you a lot this weekend because you've earned it. You've had a great year of practice. My advice to you is seize your opportunity. I knew exactly what he was saying, but I was ready. So that weekend, we traveled to LA, we play the Oakland Raiders, and they hold true to their promise. I have 8 catches, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns of 52 yards, and 57 yards. Now, if you don't know NFL stats, that's a good day at the office, definitely. But because of the plan I executed, at the end of the season, they saw me as not just another player on the team, they saw me as a starter in the NFL. I wasn't trying to start, I was just trying to play more. But that totally changed the direction of my career. I became a starter and I started the remaining 5 more years of my career until I retired. I mean, I became a starter in the NFL. I mean, there's only 64 wide receivers that start in the NFL and I was one of those. So again, why and how did I pull it off? Create the plan, review the plan, execute the plan. So think about that concept. It doesn't matter if you're focusing on business goals, personal goals, family goals, whatever. What's the plan? What's the strategy? What's the action steps you're going to take to give yourself a chance to succeed? Create the plan, review the plan, and execute the plan. And that last one, again, focus hard. Protect your focus like $1 million suitcase. There's going to be distractions. You're going to be tested. But as long as you have that commitment and you stick with it, you never know how far you can go and what you could achieve in this year. So that's today's coaching point. I appreciate all those who are listening to it. Feel free to share this. Comment below. If you haven't picked up my book, go pick it up. JJBirden.com. Again, my content is for anyone that wants to achieve those opportunities, because every day we have an opportunity to do something special. Are you seizing them?